Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mind and body, they are held together by the glue of prana. So, three things: body, annamaya kosh; mind, manomaya kosh; in between is the pranamaya kosh. So, when somebody dies, what we say? Pran nikal gaye. And therefore, mind and the body are separated. So, what is the understanding of meditation? Mind must drop the body without attaining death. Because when an object is held in the hand and we don't leave it lest we forget, so we keep the object in the hand, take the pen and start writing whatever we have to write. So our handwriting will be influenced by our hold on that particular object. Exactly the same way, when our mind is holding on to the shape of the body or body identification, the mind will be thinking with the influence of the body identification. So, as a husband, as a wife, as a mother, as a father, when we want to do meditation, what will happen? The mind will think in relation to this old. This is what we have to understand. And if this is accepted by us, and as long as we keep on holding on to anything in this world or anybody in this world, we are not yet qualified to sit for meditation. But then there are classes, crash course in meditation, first level, second level, third level. It is so important. It is for this purpose the technique of pranayama is told in the Yoga Shastra. So, what is achieved through pranayam? Through pranayam, the mind and the body, their tight hold is loosened. And to the extent it is loosened, to that extent the mind will not have any reference to think. Mind cannot think without a reference. So, what is the reference the mind has? The body identification. Therefore, the pranayama is practiced for separating the body and the mind without death. Under three conditions, this happens. In death, the body and the mind are separated. In sleep, the body and the mind are separated. And those who are living in meditation, for them, the body and mind are separated. Therefore, they are living through the body. They are no more living as the body. When we start living as the body, then this world becomes real. Then achievements and failures, and our simple thing, kachra, sukha kachra, gila kachra. Therefore, this pranayama is advised. Like if we want to remove a stamp fixed on an envelope because it was wrongly fixed, and if you forcibly pull it out, it will be torn. So what we do, we put it in the water, give jala samadhi, the glue will be dissolved, and slowly peel it off without destroying. Exactly the same. Now we come to the next step. Our life is determined according to Yoga Shastra, number of breathings that we are allotted in this body. Like we have got the camera. How much it is? It is 5 MB. So cheap. I have got 110 MB. Means what? Number of pixels are more. So the quality will be dependent on the number of pixels. Exactly the same way. The length of the body or the life of the body is determined by the number of breathings allotted to that body at the time of creation. And when our life is too much all the time, what happens? We breathe extra. See? There was one WhatsApp, very intelligent WhatsApp. That person has written the names of about half a dozen or more celebrities, and all of them died in the gym, doing lot of exercise, running on the treadmill, not eating this, not eating that. And average people eating vada pav, working on the roadside and happy, never have heart fail. See, friends. So this breathing is the currency which is given to us. Use it properly. How important it is. And what for to use it? Only to live long? No. So that we are no more carried away by body identification. And therefore, we breathe, an average healthy person breathes 15 times per minute. Normal breathing is 15 times per minute. So in 24 hours, we breathe 216,000 times. 2,1600, no, 2,1600 times. Calculate. I don't know. So, when we breathe more than required, then to that extent, the longevity of the body is reduced. Now, what we have to do as meditation? We have to reduce the breathing speed from the 15 per second to minimum without losing anything in our life. So, what is to be done? Now, the third step, before we go to that, we must know this. Whole day we keep on eating. There is no end to our eating. See? And as a result, lot and lot of energy is spent only in digestion. And then laziness comes. Therefore, yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. No extremes. So, When we breathe, exactly what happens? Our breathing begins the moment life is manifested in the body. So the child is delivered, and then the child starts crying, so breathing has begun. So we normally breathe at a superficial level. Now let us breathe deep. Now what will happen by deep breathing? We will fill in all our lungs, upper lobes, lower lobes fully, and then we breathe out deep again. So what will happen by that? Now this is the point we have to understand. We keep on eating uncontrolled. As a result, there are lot of toxins which are produced as a result of metabolism. And those toxins are not thrown out of our body. When we take food, what is the fate of the food that is taken? Part of it is digested and assimilated and goes in the formation of the body tissues, providing energy to the different organs and parts of the body. Digested, assimilated food. Then the excessive food is deposited as fat. And third, the unwanted, discarded food goes out of our body in three ways. Matter has three forms: solid, liquid, gaseous. Solids are gone through the toilet, liquids are thrown through the urination, but these gaseous toxins, they are not thrown out of our body. Then they keep on accumulating and getting saturated in our blood. And when the blood is saturated with these toxins, then those toxins come and get deposited in the joints. When you break the joint, what is broken? Nothing is broken. In those joints, these gaseous toxins accumulate. And then they start destroying the heads of the bone, the cartilaginous disc, if it is there, dehydration of the synovial fluid, and all the, therefore they call it, vata. What you call? In Ayurveda, they call something. So that is sandhivat. Sandhi is the joint. So there all these toxins come together. Therefore, this is one part. Second part is these toxins are responsible as the stimulus for the mind to start thinking. Who is making us think? These toxins. And therefore, by proper pranayam, what we achieve is throw all these metabolic toxins which are accumulated in our blood in the form of these gaseous toxins. Like we have to go twice, thrice a day for toilet, for urination, we have to practice this at least twice a day for 5 minutes or so. Necessary. But then how to practice this? So there are so many techniques. The simple thing which I practice, I tell you. Breathe in as much as you can. Don't do now. First listen. So all our lung lobes are filled, and don't do kumbhak. Then slowly release complete air from the lungs by squeezing the diaphragm and the chest. In this manner, slowly, the time required for breathing in and the time required for breathing out should be approximately equal. And this is done slowly. So, how do we know it is going slowly? If we are breathing 15 times per minute, try to reduce it to as less as 4 or 5. So, by that reducing the number of breathing, what is happening? We are doing deep breathing. The deep breathing is only for removing the unwanted toxins from the body. As a result, two things will happen. The stimulus because of which the mind was getting agitated and disturbed, that is reduced to a great extent. And second is, to that extent, our body orientation will be reduced. The mind will be available to us. It is for this purpose the pranayama is done. So now as you are sitting, sit quiet like we yesterday learned. You are cheerful and happy. Doesn't mean laughing like a mad. No. Your Guru and your God is in your heart. You are nobody. All your earlier practices of meditation experiences, don't bring them. You are for the first time sitting. Don't plan anything what we will do after meditation. Now, breathe in slowly. First, fill in the stomach, means the lower lobes of the lungs. And then filling the chest, the cardiac lobes of the lungs. And then empty first the air from the cardiac lobes by contraction of the thorax and then by squeezing the stomach inside upward. If you want, you can see as I am doing. First I am feeling the stomach, then the chest, empty chest first and then the stomach. Sit straight. This is one pranayama. And with this understanding, do it for a few minutes, then we will tell you next step. Continue and listen. We are fully focused on breathing in and breathing out. Mind is no more entertaining any other theme except being aware of breathing that is being done. Now breathe normally. No efforts. Now breathing is happening. Pranayam was done. In doing pranayam, efforts and I were born. In our natural breathing, there are no efforts and there is nobody who is breathing. So you can be aware that your asana has become firm at the base, vertically steady. Breathing is extremely slow and shallow. The limit indicated in Gita is Nasabhyantar. The breathing is so slow and shallow, as if the air is moving only within the nostrils. As a result, the mind has no reference of the body, therefore, no reference of past and future, here and there. Technically, this is called Sanyama. When body's reference is dropped, along with that, time and space references are also dropped. As a result, there is no thought formation. The individual mind, which has taken the shape of the body, disappears in the total, formless, infinite, one common mind. Now, next step, do not talk to yourself. Now, one more step. In addition, not talking to oneself, listen to silence. Meaning, no sounds attract our mind. So the body has fully disappeared from our mind. Our experience is like that of the space, formless, limitless. Other than us, there is nothing. The body almost disappeared. We are one with infinite common mind. Like the north is no more a north, it is space. The breathing quality, slow and shallow, is the master key. If breathing depth increases, we are going to sleep. If speed increases, we are getting identified with the body. Now take deep breath slowly and see how the body identification is happening. Move your fingers and toes. The body identification is complete. And the samsara begins. Offer everything at the feet of the Lord. Empty yourself. Make a memory of this. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.